Hey guys, my name is Abhishek. So today I am not going to make a normal video as normally I make it on biomechanics, but today I will be talking on some unconventional topic. So as you would have read it till now, the title of my video is 6 things I wish my college would have taught me during my college days. So now it has been almost 2 years that I have completed my BPT and I am in the market, right? So I am working as a full-fledged physio in the market. I am working in the clinics and I am doing some other stuff as well. So there are a set of skills that now I have started to realize that I wish I would have learned them much earlier during my college days, so that I would have got a head start right after completion of my BPT. So today I will be talking about 6 things, right? So I will be talking about 6 things that the BPT guys or even those who have completed their BPT, I wish if they learn these skills, they would definitely be having an edge over other people. So starting with the first one is entrepreneurial skills. So exactly what entrepreneurship is, in basic terms, talking about entrepreneurship means selling. So you should have the art of selling. You should know how to sell something. Now some of you would be like, okay, I'm not in the business thing and I'm doing normal 9 to 5 job, and I don't want to learn about selling and all those things. But hey, you have to learn about selling. If you are doing a job, still you should know how to sell things. Like when you are going for an interview, you are basically selling yourself, you are selling your skills, you are selling your knowledge, all those things that you have acquired during all these college years. So you are basically trying to sell all those things to the interviewer, and you are trying to make him understand that okay, you know how you know the stuff, right? So that is selling, and you should definitely have your selling skills right on point just after you complete your bachelor's. And for those guys who are starting with their own clinic or who are starting their own startup or business, of course, definitely they should learn how to sell things. They should know what are the tricks and what are the tools that they should use like while selling something, and that's the art of selling. Now there are various books on selling, and you can learn this art of selling and all those things from those books, or there are a variety of YouTube videos as well, and you can learn all these things from the YouTube videos as well. But all I am telling you is that you should know how to sell. You should know how to sell your product or your service, or you should know how to sell yourself, how to sell your skills, and how to sell your knowledge, right? So that's the art of selling, and that's basically entrepreneurship. So every physio, especially talking about physio, or even everyone as a whole, everyone should have this art of selling. They should have this entrepreneurial mind, right? So from this, coming to the second skill, that is the art of convincing. So first of all, we talked about entrepreneurial skill, we talked about how to sell things. Now the second skill is how to convince others. And definitely you would have realized it right from your childhood. You had to convince your parents, you had to convince your teachers, and even in the college as well, you have to convince a whole bunch of people for being able to carry out some stuff in your life, right? So you should know how to convince others. Even after completing your BPT, when you come in the market, when you are working as a physio, when you are in the clinicals, or you are working somewhere, you should know how to convince your clients, or you should know how to convince your interviewer or your boss or anyone else. You should have that convincing skills. Now for convincing, there are a set of things that you should keep in mind, that you should know what are the phrases that I should use, and what are the phrases that I should avoid, or that I should not use in front of other people. Like sometimes this thing occurs that in order to convince others, we just go too far, and what we do, that we just make false promises, and like on that particular moment, the other person might get convinced, like okay, this person is making such big promises, and let me get convinced by all those things that he is saying. But in the long run, if you are not able to complete those promises, no, that's a big problem. So you should know what are the promises that you are going to make. In order to convince that person, you should speak the truth, and you should tell each and everything what you are able to do, and then you should try to convince the other person, right? So that's the art of convincing, and what I think is that every person should have that art of convincing. They should know how to convince others. So now coming to the third skill, that is great communication skills. Okay, now let me make this clear. Communication doesn't mean speaking in English. First of all, this thing needs to be made clear, that communication doesn't mean speaking in English. You can be a great communicator in any language in the world. Okay, so now what exactly is great communication skill? Great communication skill means the moment you start speaking, the other person or the audience, they are just glued to you and they don't want to get interrupted, and they are just all ears and they want to hear each and everything what you are saying. So that's called great communication skill. Now how can you inculcate great communication skills within you? For that, there you can just go through a bunch of YouTube videos, and you can learn various skills and various tools that you can use for being a great communicator. The tool that I personally use is that while talking to someone, or while talking to an audience, I just start thinking from the audience point of view, or the other person's point of view. Like if I'm talking to you, I'm just thinking about you right now, like you should know all these skills, you should be knowing about all these things, and then I started thinking about making these videos, right? So when you start thinking from the other person's point of view, then all the things that you start speaking, it becomes convincing for the other person, and the other person starts listening to you and feels satisfied and wants to hear more from you. So I think that's called great communication skill. And there are various other skills, various other tools as well that you can use while communicating, but I think this particular tool has worked really great for me, and I think this should work for you as well. So now coming to the fourth skill, that is marketing. So we learned about selling, we learned about great communication skill, we learned about the art of convincing others. Now talking about marketing. So exactly what is marketing? Marketing means to make your image in front of the world. Okay, so this is accepted that okay, you have great knowledge, you have great experience, you know each and everything in your profession, and you know your stuff. Okay, it's accepted that you know each and everything of your profession, and you know your stuff. But what if the world doesn't know about you? What's the use of this knowledge, and what's the use of these skills and all this experience if the world doesn't know about you? So you should make sure that each and every person, at least in your profession, should start knowing about you, and that's called marketing. And there are various methods that you can use for marketing. Like you can use social media, you can start making videos just like me, you can start posting photos, you can write blogs, and you can do a bunch of different things. And there are various books on marketing that you can study, and of course various videos on marketing that you can watch, and you can just use your innovative mind. You can come up with various different innovative ideas, like how to market yourself. You will require this marketing skill even if you are running your own clinic. Of course you will need this marketing skill. If you are running your own business, of course you will need this marketing skill. Or even if you are a great physio, like you are having a great knowledge in physiotherapy, and you are having great skills, and like you know your stuff, but you should have that marketing skill, so that stuff, that particular skill, that knowledge goes out to the world, right? So that is called marketing, and I think every person should have this marketing skill. Coming to the next skill, that is public speaking. So okay, so what is public speaking? As the name suggests, public speaking means the ability to be able to stand on stage in front of a big audience, and being able to deliver each and everything that you are thinking right now. Like okay, you are having great ideas, you are having noble thoughts about your profession, and you know each and everything, but what's the use but if you are not able to express your feelings in front of other people, right? So for that you should have great public speaking skills. Now there are various courses for great public speaking skills, but like I think the best way to improve your public speaking skills is to come out of your comfort zone in front of the public, in front of people. Like even I also know that I don't have that great public speaking skills, but I just started making videos. And if you just compare my first video with the video that I'm making right now, okay, I have improved over a period of time, right? So you have to come out of your comfort zone, you have to come in front of hundreds and thousands of people, and you have to start speaking, and that's the only way possible to improve your public speaking. Okay, now there are a bunch of people who have been doing this public speaking over a considerable period of time, but trust me, if you still ask them, the moment when they are asked to come on stage and to speak in front of other people, even they are also scared. So I don't think there is anyone in the world who is not at all scared to come on the stage and to speak in front of people. Everyone gets scared, but it depends totally upon you, that if you decide to come out of your comfort zone and you start speaking, then you start improving your public speaking skills, and you start becoming better and better at it. Okay, so talking about public speaking skills, I think for a better public speaking skill, I think you should work upon the material that you are going to deliver in front of people, in front of the audience. Like if you ask me to give a lecture on let's say shoulder biomechanics in front of hundreds of people, okay, I will be comfortable. Okay, maybe I'll be thinking a bit what if I go wrong, or if I fumble, or what if this happens, or what if that happens. But still I will be at ease, because I know what from where to start the topic and where to end it, and what all to speak when I will be talking about let's say shoulder biomechanics. Okay, but if abruptly you ask me to give a speech on, like, let's say how to play a guitar, I don't know how to play a guitar, so I will be just start panicking, and I will get anxious, and my legs will start trembling, and I don't know how to what to say, and I will be just totally blank, right? So I think for better public speaking skills, you should first work upon your material, the material you are going to deliver in front of people, and you should just start revising it again and again. Like you can revise it hundreds and thousands of times, so that you become almost a master of that particular topic. And then see, like, how when you go in front of the audience, you will be much more comfortable, you will be at much more ease while delivering the lecture. Okay, so now sixth and last skill that I wish my college would have taught me is adjustment. Okay, so now this idea has been given to me by Diksha. She is one of our current batch students. So what Diksha means by talking about adjustment, okay, so I think adjustment is also a skill that should be learned by each one of us. We should know how to adjust in different kind of situations. Now adjustment doesn't only mean by adjusting at some particular place, but adjustment also means by being able to adjust in changing times. Like right now we are in a pandemic situation, and the scenario has changed abruptly. Now of course we know there are a variety of changes that has occurred in almost all the professions in the world, and those people who are able to adjust themselves according to the changing times, only those are the people who are able to survive in a particular profession. You remember that Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest? So this is the actual representation of Darwin's theory. Like right now in this changing times, during the pandemic and even after the pandemic, only those people who are able to adjust themselves according to the changing times, only those are the people who are actually able to flourish in the future, in this profession or in any profession in the world. So now by saying fittest, I am not talking about the physical fitness, but also about the mental fitness as well, right? So all those people who are mentally fit, who know how to change themselves, how to adjust themselves in the changing times, only those are the people who are going to flourish, and those are the people who are going to make great changes and great establishments, and who are going to actually succeed in future. So that is adjustment. So that was one aspect of adjustment. Now talking about second aspect of adjustment, just as I told you that there are a bunch of students who have to just shift. They have to go far away from their house, and they don't know how to cook food, they don't know how to wash utensils, and they don't know how to wash their clothes and all those things. And I think everyone should at least know the basics, like how to survive in such situations where there is no one to help you and you are all alone. And you should know how to keep your calm, how to maintain your stuff, and how to do things, and how to be able to adjust in some place where there is nobody to help you. So that is adjustment, and I think that's also a great skill that everyone should inculcate so as to be much more successful. So those were a set of 6 skills that I wish I would have learned. I wish my college would have taught me, or at least some senior or someone else would have taught me during my college days, so that I would have got a head start right after completion of my bachelor's. So I wish you will give a thought to all these skills, and you will start inculcating these skills right from now. So if you want me to talk about each and every skill in detail and make a separate video on each and every skill, do let me know in the comment section below, or you can DM us on our Instagram page, that is the Stone Physio. You can DM us and you can give your ideas like what are the other topics on which I can make such kind of videos. And if you want me to make detailed videos about marketing, about public speaking, about each and everything from a physio's point of view, especially talking about physios, okay, so if you want me to make detailed videos about all these things, do let me know. And also do let me know how do you like this video. Was it good? Was it helpful for you? So having said that, thanks a lot for watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.